Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel IT Academia by Arvind sir. Today we'll start with chapter number 1 of your IT. That is chapter number 1 is based on advanced web designing. Okay, so let's see the introductory part of advanced web designing. So basically all of you know कि for designing of web pages we require an HTML. So the hypertext markup language, that is HTML, is an evolving language with different versions supporting different features. HTML5 is the currently used because it supports the mobile technology. So they have given about the browsers: Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Opera and Apple. These all support the features of HTML5. Next topic is forms in HTML5. So in 11th standard you have already studied the different controls related to the form like text, radio, checkbox, submit, reset, select and text area. Already in second video I have made practical for this with proper output, so you are aware of this. Okay, so these controls are used to collect different kinds of user inputs such as contact details like name, address, single or multiple options from group of options, as well as clearing and submitting data, etc. So HTML5 has introduced the additional form controls which can also be used for the validation purpose. Okay, so here we'll see what are the advanced input elements of HTML5. Okay, so HTML5 introduces a number of new input types. So these are the different input types that HTML5 have introduced. Okay, so all one by one input types we are going to see with a proper practical. See, these are the input types. Okay, and the description is given over here. Okay, so let's start with the first one, input type equal to color. Okay, so you have to go to start. In that you have to type notepad. Okay, already I have written the code for this, but let's start with once again. Okay, so see the first one. First one is what? Input type equal to color. So you have to start with exclamatory doc type HTML. Okay, then HTML head, then title, just write down advanced tags, close the title tag, then close the head tag, open the body tag and then close the body. In that write down the form because these are the elements of form. Okay, close the form tag, close the body tag and close the HTML tag. So this is the structure of HTML. In form, whatever you have to write, you have to write over here. So first one is input type equal to color. Okay, input type equal to color. So just save this file, save. So I am saving this in see here 12th IT. In that advanced tag dot HTML. Save it any name, but the extension should be dot HTML. Why double quotes? Because all files. Okay, so it is already there. You just give its advanced.html. Okay, So this save with the advanced HTML. Now just open that folder. So where you have saved the folder, you have created that folder in 12th IT named as advanced. Open this with Google Chrome. Okay, so this is what color chooser will come. Okay, so with this you can select any color. Okay, so before that you just write down something over here. Okay, please select color. Okay, Control S and just open this F5. Please select color. So once you click on this, see the color. So you have to say OK. Okay, the color will change over there. Okay, so this is what the first one, input type equal to color, which defines a color picker. Second is input type equal to number. So just write down br tag twice. After that, please enter number. Okay, please enter number. Input type equal to number. Okay, let's see, Control S, just open the browser. Okay, save this. So press F5. Okay, so this is color chooser. Okay, then this is, see, if you enter the text into this, okay, this is not, will not going to accept, only it will accept the number. Okay, so this is means with the help of HTML5, if you are using these things, validation is already done, because whenever if you want have a number into this, means you are not supposed to enter the text into this, so only numbers will be allowed. So validation is automatically done over here. Okay, you need not have to write the code for the validation. Done. Okay, so input type equal to number, it defines a field for entering a number. Third is input type equal to URL. Input type equal to URL. So let's start with the third one. URL means what? Like the www.google.com. Okay, br close. Okay, so please enter URL. Enter URL. Okay, so input type equal to URL. Uniform resource locator. Okay, URL means uniform resource locator. Okay, just write down the www.google.com. okay, see, you don't have the input button over here, so first what you do, just create an input submit button over here. So for submit button you have to write input type equal to submit, SUBMIT. A submit button will come over there. Okay, so just put br and then br. Okay, let's see, execute this. Now just submit this. So since you have not given any validation, so please enter a URL. Okay, this will ask for the validation. So what is the validation? www, suppose I'm writing www.google. So let's see, enter a URL, proper URL .com. Now let's see, submit, not proper. So let's see, https://. Now let's see, http:// www. So it will accept it. Okay, so this is what the URL, and the validation is also done there. Okay, so let's see, third one is input type equal to URL, which defines a field for entering a URL, that is uniform resource locator. Okay, so next thing is input type equal to image. Okay, So basically it defines an image as a submit button. So with the help of means, see, this is also a submit button, but you can create an image of the submit button. So for that, what you have to do, you have to go to internet. Okay, so this is already the internet is open over here. Okay, so you have to search for the button. Okay, in Google just search down submit, SUB, submit button. Okay, submit button icon PNG. So there are so many buttons in once you search it. Let's take any of the button. Just see this button. Okay, so copy it, so yeah, save image as okay. So wherever your HTML file is there in 11, just name it SUBMIT submit button dot PNG. Okay, save. Okay, now just open this. Open with pen. Okay, so just crop this image. Okay, crop this image from here and make it to be resized. Okay, submit. Okay, Control S. So what you have to do, you have to type enter image, enter image. Okay, enter image, input type equal to image, input type equal to image. Okay, in that source you have to write src equal to, means where you are taking that image, from where you are calling that image. So what is the name of image? Submit button dot PNG. Okay, just save this. Let's see. Okay, see, so this image will come over here, submit button. This also works as a submit button. Okay, so next is, so this is about what? Input type equal to image, which defines an image as a submit button. Next is input type equal to date. So write down BR over there, BR. Next, input date. Okay, so enter date. Okay, input type equal to date. So let's see. Okay, this is given, no? Let's see, input type equal to date. Okay, so just save this and open this browser, press F5. Let's see. Okay, so this the date will already will be there. So this is known as a date picker. So from this you can select any date. Otherwise, if you want to enter from here, you can enter the things also. Okay, so next is br, control s. Next is what? Input type equal to email. So enter your email ID or email, whatever you write. Input type equal to email, input type equal to email, and then put br and br. Okay, br matlab break the line, next line it will come. So let's see the validation and entering the. So enter your email. So your email should be abc@yahoo.com, gmail.com. See, please enter a part following and dot, which is not complete na. So if you enter anything in this, it will not accept. So an email, how the validation for the email is to be there. So you have to enter and dot. So yahoo.com. So let's see, submit. So it will accept it. Okay. The next is what? So next is month. Okay, next is month. See, the description is also given over here. Input type equal to email defines a field for an email address. Input type equal to month. So it defines a month and year control in the format YY and MM. So input type equal to month. So write down, enter month. Okay, enter month. So input type equal to month. Okay, input type equal to month, br and then br. Okay, save it, execute this. See, so here you have to write down the type as, see, enter month. So year 2020, so February will come, and then okay, what is the format? Month and YYY and then month. Okay, so it is February, and then so if you want you can select here from here also. Okay, next is input type range. So input type range, enter range. So write down input type equal to range. So basically what is the range? Range means what? See, this is the range. Okay, this will show the values. Okay, got it? So just write down the br tag. See, this is the range. Okay, so we have covered all these input elements. These are the input elements. The next thing is, okay, is what? Input restrictions. How you give the restrictions to the input. So a list of some common input restrictions is given below, few of which can be used for the validation purpose. So let's see, these are the attributes and these are the description. So let's see how you are going to apply all these things over there. Okay, so first one is itself is disabled. Okay, so where you will write down this as disabled. Let's see. So for example, if you are writing the disabled over here, please enter number, input type equal to number, and if you are writing the disabled there, so let's see the effect of that. See, you will not able to enter anything in that. So this is what disabled. So what disable will do, specifies that an input field should be disabled. You will not able to enter anything into that field if you have made it disabled. Got it? So next is what? Max and minimum. We will see both together. Specifies the maximum value for an input field, and min matlab specifies the minimum value for an input field. So let's see both together. So I am just removing this as the disabled and I am applying minimum and maximum. Okay, so I am just giving minimum equal to 5 and maximum equal to minimum 5, maximum equal to 10. So only the values between 5 to 10 will be entered into that particular input values. Below the 5 and above the 10, you are not supposed to enter the value. So the validation is also done for that. Okay, suppose for example where you are going to check these values. So for example, when you are go for the voting, so your age should be greater than 18. Okay, so if you put the value, just I'm applying that. So if you are eligible for voting, means you have to enter minimum value is what, 18, and maximum value is 100. Okay, so in between that you should be applicable for voting. Below 18 and above 100 is not valid, but we assume that there will be a 100 number. Okay, let's see. So input number, suppose if you have entered 18, so it will accept. Okay, if you have entered 100, this will accept. But if you write 101, it will not going to accept, and it will show the value must be less than or equal to 100. Same will be there for the 17 also. Below the below 18, if you write any number, so it will show an error value must be greater than or equal to 18, because you have written that code in that. Okay, so this is what maximum and minimum together. Next is the pattern. See, sometimes we are using our country code should be in this format. Okay, so country code should start with 3 alphabets, A, like that. So I will make an example for this. So let's see over here. I am writing enter country code, enter country code, and the country code should start with 3 alphabets. So input type equal to text. Okay, value, so value, just give the value as, don't give the value here. Okay, we'll put the value later on. Pattern equal to, in double quotes, A to Z, capital A to capital Z, and small a to small z. Okay, after that 3 means what, only up to 3 characters. Okay, only up to 3 characters. Okay, so let's see, just close this tag and just give the BR tag. Let's see. F5, enter code. Only 2 characters if you have written, so please match the requested format. Well, 3 alphabets it should come, because in bracket you have written 3. Okay, so 3 number of characters you have to enter. If you are entering A, means it will not work. So 3 characters you have to enter. So this is what, this is about pattern. Okay, next is read only. So let's see the read only part. Okay, read only, for example, I'm just removing this. Okay, text value, equal to AAA, and here I am writing read only, read only. Okay, so let's see the effect of this. So when you execute this, it will show the AAA, and you cannot change this because it is read only. Okay, so what is the next one? Read only. After that you have placeholder. So basically the use of the placeholder is, for example, here itself I'm just removing read only over here. Okay, here input type equal to text, placeholder equal to enter country code, enter country code, country country code. Okay, so when you execute this, you will see in the text box this will be there. Okay, enter country code. Okay, so this is known as placeholder. Okay, this is known as placeholder. Okay, so basically use of the placeholder is that if you are not, suppose if you are not using the label, and in front of that if you want to make the user awareness of anything, what actually the user has to enter into this field, so basically you make the use of this placeholder. Okay, so the next is what? Placeholder is what? This acts as a temporary label showing the purpose of the text field without requiring a label tag. So suppose if you are not writing enter country code over here, so instead of that if you want to write in the text field, so you can write it. Okay, so next is what? Next is autocomplete. Next is autocomplete. Okay, so suppose autocomplete is basically what it does. Let's see the explanation of this. It specifies whether a form or the input field should have autocomplete on or off. Means autocomplete means what? The thing is completely gets over or not. Okay, that you have to check. So that we are going to apply it for the email address. So let's see, applied over here, email autocomplete equal to, let's see, first we'll see with the on. When you apply on, let's see the effect of that email. Okay, is it showing? Nothing, because it is on, no? Okay, let's put. So please include @ in the email address is missing in this. Okay, so you have to write AA gmail.com, gmail.com, then it will going to accept the input. Okay, if let's see with the off, if you off this, let's see the effect. Refresh it. Okay, so please include it, even though it is showing both on and off. Okay, so it works with both. Enter email equal to off. Okay, so on off both it will with the same thing. Okay, so next is what? On or off, both showing the same thing. Next is the autofocus. Okay, so it specifies whether a form or input field should automatically get focused when the page loads. For example, let's see, whenever we start with the this page, web page, your focus should be, you suppose enter, please enter number. So there you have to write autofocus. You have to write autofocus. Okay, so autofocus is there, no? Yes, autofocus. Focus should be there. So let's see your focus will be here. Okay, next is height and width. So height and width is basically, it is specified with the input image. So it is specified with the input image. So let's see, for example, let's download any image from the Google. Okay, and just I'm applying the input image. Okay, so for image tag you have to use img. Here we have seen the image wala, see image src. So here you can apply height equal to 10 and width equal to 20. Let's see what is the effect of that. See, okay, so height and width you can change from here. So if you are using 100 and width is 20, let's see the effect. Okay, make it to 50. Okay, this is what submit button. Okay, so with the help of height and width you can change the image size. Okay, so what is the next? Multiple specifies that the user is allowed to enter more than one value in the input element. So this work with input like email and file. So let's see how to deal with this. Okay, I'm just writing one input file. So select files. Okay, input type equal to file, I'm using it with file, id equal to files, name equal to files, and in that I'm writing multiple. Okay, then close the br tag if you want. Let's see the effect of this. See, choose file. So from here, for example, I'm selecting first file. So if you want to have to select multiple files, then you have to press on control button, control. Okay, and then selection is to be done. How many files you have selected? 1 2 3 4. Say open. So here it shows 4 files you have selected. See what are these files? So these are the files that's stored in this. Okay, so basically in this video what we have seen so far, how the advanced things of how the advanced part of HTML5 are working, are affecting the output of your HTML code. So basically these are the new things. So only you have to remember its type. So input type equal to color, input type equal to number, URL, image, date, email, month, and with code its effect. Okay, so and after that we have seen the input restrictions part in this lecture. Okay, so I hope if you have any doubt you ask me on the separate window. Okay, but before that you execute this code properly. Okay, thank you so much.